Shalom. This is an emergency broadcast alert giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakadash, in whom we are in great debt. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who well continue doing so, standing firm in the eyes of terror who I learned this truth from. For the elders, the bishops, Akim and Aquab, salutations and blessings to the house of David. We are the hopeful elect. This is your brother Quasi Yard with another quick one. And so sometimes you think of stupid things, but in the reality of it, there's nothing stupid, man. There can be wicked things you can think of, and there could be righteous things you can think of. But most of the time, you never would think that somebody can actually do such a thing or accomplish anything. But after you learn and see the truth, when the Lord opens your eyes and gives you understanding of the world and the things He says, you see everything differently. There's no changing that anymore, unless if you are stupid enough to go back into the world. I mean, that too is of the Lord. And this is Galatians 6 verse 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Why I read this scripture is because so-called white man thinks that he can get away with a lot of the stuff that he's doing. And as long as he's capable of doing them, he's going to do his worst. But of course, this is 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he taken out of the way. Which that is much the point. In the meantime, this is Ecclesiasticus 12 verse 10, also known as Sirach. Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron trusteth, so is his wickedness. Which that would be my main point here, because as you can read, I googled, because I've heard of this before, but I really didn't think that it was possible, or that it would be even legal to even do such a thing. But so, like, in knowing what I know today, according to the Lord Yahweh, according to Yahweh Bash and Yahushai, and how He has set things in order, and what's happening to us now, I went and looked again, and I'm like, wait a second, I heard this before. And I looked again, and yes, diamonds can be made from human ashes through a process that extracts carbon from the ashes of the ashes and transforms it into a diamond, creating a unique and meaningful memorial, they say. So now, can you imagine people disappearing just so they can remove certain organs, and why they're not, there's people different ways of disappearing, or should I say of making people disappear and having them, because you can't just put all in one basket, right? Because it's said that there's been human remains, or they found human teeth in McDonald's food, and then there's been stories about that, And then there's stories about sausages, and then there's stories about, you know, people being grinded into, you know, dog food. And then, I mean, there's so much you can do, but you can go but so far. And then there's this. So there are several ways of getting rid of all these people who are disappearing, and they never have an answer. Remember, they used to put kids in the milk cartons, but there were so many that they couldn't keep up with it, so they stopped doing it. Anyways, I just opened it up and it says it only costs you $1,400. Average 3 to 6 months. I don't understand that, but affordable ashes to diamonds price at Lotnite. Look, I tried to see if I could get any names behind these companies, but they covering it up real good. They just showing you names of, you know, companies, not people. But I'm pretty sure we all know who are the backers of this. I'm just gonna scroll through this real quick. And it's getting cheaper. The price is getting cheaper. Anyways, let's get to that beautiful footage.
This is what it sounds like to extract a diamond made from the ashes of a person. The diamond is located in the center of the growth cell. Ash is the diamond company that shows you how your loved one's diamond is made. That's what makes us different. But you tell me, would you rather see how their diamond is made? Or would you rather just trust that they're doing it? But give me a follow, because we don't only show you, we celebrate their lives together. Look at how beautiful their rough diamond is. You're almost home to someone who misses you. This is what it sounds like to...
And then from dust to dust, huh? Jesus. This is what they say. Jesus. 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 Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to capitalize on these devils once and for all.